Hey everybody, this is Varun and bang bang week for Bitcoin as we crossed 50,000. So let's see what's happening in the Bitcoin world. So as I pointed out on Sunday's video that we are seeing bearish divergence on Bitcoin and we should see the price cool off. And indeed we saw that after touching 50K, we saw the price was struggling to move forward and we saw a pullback to around 46,000, 46,500 area. Although I was hoping for the pullback to be between 46 to 42K area, but this market is really, really strong. And once the price kind of touched the 200-day moving average, which is sitting around 46,500 area, the price rallied up. And today it crossed, it made a high. It made a high of 51,000. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. So, um, so what we are seeing here is that after this good accumulation that we had, let me just go to a little clear view. After we crashed from 60K to 30K and we went through this accumulation, the price rallied sharp up to 50K, and now we are beginning to see the bull thesis come back, where we can say the Bitcoin is going to make all-time highs very soon. Um, our trends are really, really looking good. Our daily looks really good. Our weekly trend looks really good. Our monthly trend looks really good. On-chain activity is looking fantastic. We have less and less Bitcoin available in the market. So if you look at the percent balance on exchanges, we have hit actually the lowest point in last 2 years in percent balance on exchanges, meaning that there is the lowest amount of Bitcoin available on exchanges to be bought is at the lowest at this point. What that tells me that, a big move is coming, because as the price moves up above 50K, more and more people get interested. And what you see after that is, a lot of participants want to come back and buy the Bitcoin, but there's not enough available in the market to be bought. Um, uh, so what you see is the result of that is the price just moving really, really sharp. We are also seeing ETH move, making very violent moves. As you can see, it's almost going to touch all-time highs at 4,300. So ETH going up, stock market going up. You all know where things are heading. We are just looking for an epic rally now. Um, so from on-chain perspective, our exchanges are again, in a very healthy position where um, the number of balance of Bitcoin just trends lower and lower on exchanges. And there's a lot of interesting stuff happening in the Bitcoin world, which I shared actually via Twitter. Obviously, I told you guys about the lowest balance. Um, this one chart which was put out that, you know, 15% of the Bitcoin was bought between 30K to 40K, which is incredible, right? People were like, oh, it's a rally, and who knows where it's gonna go from 10,000 to 60,000, and it will come back to 10,000 or 20,000. But no, 15% or more of Bitcoin was bought between 30 to 40%, and nearly 40% of the Bitcoin was bought below 40K. Um, so, what this just tells us that there's a good amount of buyers who are here, uh, of Bitcoin in 30 to 40K. So that price level should hold if we see any kind of correction. Um, but for it to drop below 30K, you are basically all the buyers who bought in this area have to sell their Bitcoin um, uh, to other people. So I don't think that's going to happen unless some crazy event happen in this world. We are looking the price to kind of, go up from here. Um, we also got a pretty interesting news today where a bank in US declared that they will be allowing their customers to buy Bitcoin from their checking accounts. That is also very incredible. Now you can actually, if you're a customer of this bank, you can buy and hold Bitcoin like you hold, dollars in your bank. And it's projected that by end of this year, several banks are going to come online and share and allow their customers to buy Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin on the bank, like you hold your dollars in your checking account. So that is pretty incredible. Here's a quick chart to just to let's have the reality settle in, which is what are the returns of Bitcoin over the last 10 years? And you can see we only had two negative years, which is 2014 and 2018 after a huge bull phase. Like you can see here in 15, we got 35% return. In 16, we got 125% return. In 17, we got 13%, 1300% return. And then we saw a drawdown of 73%, right? So we are in like the year three, right? So 19 gave us 95%, 20 gave us 300%, and now we are in 2021, and let's see what this number will be. Whether this is going to be, 500% or 1000%, we don't know. But you can see here over the time, the price has only gone up. It has not gone down, as a lot of people say. It's a scam, it's fraud. It's going to zero. It has no value. How high can it go? That's another thing which people keep talking about. Oh, I should buy gold, or I should buy real estate, or I should buy something else. Bitcoin is too risky, too volatile, not for me. Well, over the long period of time, if you're doing dollar cost averaging, you are only seeing your net worth go up, not go down. So let's go back here and see. This one question we keep getting is how high can we go? Um, I think right now the market looks really, really ripe for it to go, who knows where, maybe 100K, 200K, 300K. I know these are very big numbers. Don't get surprised. That's how Bitcoin is. If you remember last year in October, we were like last year, we broke out in October from 12,000 region and we hit 60,000 region over here within like 3 months, right? So 12 to 60 is a 5x move in 3 months. That's what Bitcoin is. So um, we don't know from here 50K whether it'll make a 5x move or a 6x move or a 4x move. That all depends when the long-term buyers with a lot of Bitcoins with them come out and start selling. When that point will be, well, on-chain activity will tell us when that's happening. We will also see the strength cooling off, but we don't know what that point will be. But right now, what we are seeing is after accumulation, the price is ripping higher. Right now, we are sitting at 50,000 plus something, and I think in no time we will be sitting at 60,000. And then, it'll make all-time highs, and we can see where we go from there. Um, but if you look from the technical analysis perspective, if you go from a monthly basis, we have a lot of room here for Bitcoin to go up. So it'll be interesting to see if this year's cycle repeats like the last one, where it goes above 250K and then corrects by 80%. So it makes the move all the way up here to like um, to 250K plus, and then it corrects and comes back to like 50K or the last support levels of 50, 60K. It's the only time will tell. But right now we are moving up, and our on-chain activity will tell us where we go next. That's all for the week. Wish you uh, a really happy Bitcoin week next week. Thank you, guys.